Hey everybody, welcome to my suburban oasis. My name is Soleil and I garden in a zone 6A in mid-Michigan, and it is definitely fall and the colors are beautiful, so I thought it would be a great time to do another weekly garden tour. So welcome to our walkabout and I hope you enjoy it. We'll start up here at the front of the garden where we have our skeleton and pumpkins saying hello. You can see we've gotten a few gourds and pumpkins. The impatiens are definitely looking a bit weak this time of year, so those are going to need to be pulled out because they have dried up, and we've gotten some nights where we've had frost, like really heavy hard frost, almost freezes, and so that has definitely changed the colors on the Japanese maple, and it is looking really gorgeous, especially with the contrasting colors of the hostas beneath it. Now this is why I do not take my hostas and cut them back this time of year, because I just really enjoy seeing that glowing gold. Isn't that beautiful? Yesterday they were probably at their peak color. I see a little bit of browning on them now because we did get, like I said, some really good hard frost. So they are at the stage where they're just about ready to be pulled out, but I usually wait until they get to this stage. And they look quite ratty, but this makes them really easy to clean up. So look at this fothergilla, you guys. Isn't this beautiful? This is a Mount Airy fothergilla, and it has every color from yellow to orange to red. The blue shadow fothergilla does not have quite as much color, but that one is starting to color up as well. And let's just take a look, shall we, at the other beds up front here, because things are changing rapidly with the changes in weather. You can see that the fountain grass has turned kind of that tan. A lot of it has, which is a little bit of that parchment paper color instead of the purple. And it's really beautiful. I'll probably keep that there through the winter and then pull it out in the spring or cut it back. Now I do see that we got a little bit of deer damage here on this oak leaf hydrangea. I'm really surprised about that, and kind of bothers me a little bit. I was really hoping that that oak leaf hydrangea would be safe from the deer. The other one doesn't get very much in the way of disturbance from them, so I will definitely have to keep an eye on that, and probably have to spray in the springtime. But check out the weeping cherry. Isn't that gorgeous right now? I mean, that also has just every single color in it. Anything from purple to yellow to brown to red, and still some green in it yet. And you can see we still have some mums going. And just the gorgeousness of this whole garden bed right now. We'll try to back up a little bit. You'll see our cemetery sign off there to the right, but look at that oak leaf hydrangea over here. That one is amazing. I love the color on this, especially as it contrasts with the barberries behind it. Such an intense fiery color this year. I think this view from the front of the house is really gorgeous right now. Just so many different colors. You can see we have even different colors on this side of the cherry. It looks much more yellow. And then you can see in the background some of the tulip trees and the giant maple trees that are adding color into this as well. So pretty. Our longboarder over here does not have as much color, and in fact we've actually lost all of the leaves on our crabapple up here. We've started to get some color on the viburnums here. You'll see it's kind of a red-brown color, but probably this spirea is the most colored up, because this was a limey green color and now it's this beautiful deep reddish pink color. And then we have some beautiful blooms that are happening on the Gara, really late fall blooms for that. And this is that Belize pink color Gara. Isn't that gorgeous? We're even getting a little bit of wind just for some effect there, as you can see it moving around in it. Not a ton of color on this spirea, but some. It's just kind of struggling along. It hasn't done great since I transplanted it, so we'll see what it does next year, and if it doesn't do good, may replace that with something else. We're getting a little bit of some color along the inside of this tiny wine 9 bark. You can see it's much more of a red wine color than that deep dark, and both of them are doing that. And we're getting a little color on the grasses here as well that help those stand out from the rest of the garden. Beautiful, beautiful limey bright color from the false cypress still. And we have some rose hips going on this rose here, as well as down below, some beautiful orange rose hips. Now, we don't have a lot of show yet from these Itea shrubs, which were the Sweet Henrys. I believe that's what they're called. I don't know if I'm blanking on it right now, but they're starting to get some color on them. They're known for really nice fall color. I'll show you one other one over here that has some good color on it. But as these get bigger, and these should get to be about 3 by 3, they should provide some really nice fall color over here in this area, as well as some nice summer flower and blooms. Look at the neighbor's burning bush. That one is just glowing. I have to show you that because mine is not quite so bright. It has some coloration up again near the top where the frost hits, but nothing quite as exuberant as the neighbor's tree. All right, let's check out the back garden. As we come through here, I think the first thing that you notice is that the roses are still going. And we still have some beautiful white mums over here. And as the white mums age, they have a beautiful purple coloring. I don't know if that is from age actually, or if it is from the cold. Not positive, but they're really beautiful. And these are called the All the Rage roses. Again, we still have some beautiful color on those. Even a pollinator still going on this rose here. He looks rather cold. And this Japanese maple is looking really beautiful over here also, between the roses. Isn't that nice bright color? And you can see the tones and all of the colors are turning more in shades of browns and yellows. But definitely a real nice coloration on the false cypress right now. They just glow. And how about the viburnum? It's taking on even more beautiful tones this time of year. It's kind of an auburn. Just gorgeous color. And look at the texture on each of those leaves. Well, our butterfly bushes have definitely gone over. We're starting to get a little bit of yellow on those. The hydrangea leaves are turning yellow, which is beautiful. And we're getting a little bit of a glow out of the Toscana barberry here. You can see this back garden, the hostas are starting to go over. We have those golden tiara hostas right here, which again, they're just about at the stage where I like to do some cleanup of them. But look how beautiful this little tiny quickfire is right now still. And that beautiful shade of blue that hopefully we'll be able to see even in the wintertime. Now we have another Fothergilla that is back here, another Mount Airy Fothergilla. And you can see the beautiful color on that. Bright oranges and yellows. That's not still fully colored up yet. And that beneath are honeysuckles, which still have all sorts of red berries all over them. And those leaves on the honeysuckles will turn yellow. But look at that beautiful glow of the hostas as they go over. I'm really looking forward to seeing the evergreen structure this winter and what we have left, because every year I try to add to the different seasons of my garden. And this year, a couple of things we added were these pots with the yuccas in them. And look at that, some grass is trying to grow in there, some crabgrass. Pull that out. My goodness. Where that came from. It sure is tough. Anyhow, these yuccas should be really amazing this winter when I clear out some of the other plants that are in here, like the petunias that are kind of a little bit messy right now. I think they'll look really gorgeous in the snow. And then we have this little dwarf Alberta spruce that we added. Maybe I can put some little lights on that. That would be fun. And of course, over here, our new little pine that is supposed to turn yellow in the winter, kind of a glowing yellow, almost like the beautiful colors of the hostas that we're seeing right now. So that will be very interesting to see. We're getting some color on this jet stream hydrangea right now, which is an oak leaf hydrangea. Much different color than the one that you see out front still, right? Because of the fact that we have really different kind of climates in those two different areas and the amount of sunshine. This one is much more a part sun or part shade. So gorgeous. I want to show you the color on the blooms of this can-do hydrangea, because I thought they were done changing color, but look at that deep, rich color that they have taken on. That's even darker than they were before. That's beautiful. So much to still enjoy in the garden at this time of year. Now the Hakona Chloe grass has kind of begun to turn a little bit more of a green color than a gold. And that's the all gold variety, but what we'll see is it will start to turn a tan color, and it will be also very beautiful. And I like to leave the ornamental grasses through the winter, at least as much as possible. It's kind of fun to see things changing over. Just look how amazing this pink-a-blue lungwort looks. It got so big. I planted that last fall. And there's striptease hostas just glowing over here. And this jet stream hydrangea actually has some yellow in it. And we have the Solomon seal next to it, the variegated Solomon seal that's kind of gone over already, and is that beautiful papery color and texture too. It's kind of dried up. Such gorgeous fall colors. Here's a really glowing hosta right here. I find that the ones that have tones of blue in them really take on some beautiful fall color, at least in my garden. Again, you have to leave them standing for a while longer than you might otherwise. Some people like to cut them back early, which is totally fine if that's what you do. Just showing you what they look like if you leave them standing for a while. How about this fireside 9 bark? That one's just glowing from within also. And the Amber Jubilee 9 bark over here has some nice fall color on it as well. This one is more of an orange color, or kind of an amber color. And all those colors together with the beautiful yellow maple in the neighbor's garden. Here we have lots and lots of berries now on our coral berry bush. Look at all those pink berries. Hopefully the birds will get some of them before they go mushy. We still have lots of mums going in this garden bed over here, along with some of those gorgeous snapdragons that are like red velvet. Just beautiful. Black print snapdragons. They've been going all summer for me. We have a couple of snapdragons that are blooming over here also. I think this is the Potomac pink variety. And then, believe it or not, we got another bloom on the reblooming iris over here. And we have some other buds below that. This one is, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name right now, you guys. But look at all of the buds on it. So pretty. That one's a keeper. I had no idea it would keep blooming so long. And we have some ornamental mustard plants over here. I think these are Ms. America, something like that. It's a red mustard plant. Those are just some seeds that grew on their own. I had planted them last year, and then they self-seeded, and so we got a couple this year. But they're going to enjoy this nice cool weather, and they'll be very beautiful. We haven't gotten a lot of color on the Virginia yet, so I'm waiting on that, but this garden bed needs some cleanup for sure. Haven't gotten to that one quite yet. And all of the alyssum is still just really going to town and blooming its head off over here in the potager. We have lots of white alyssum and lots of purple. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short and brief but colorful garden tour. How is your garden looking right now? Have you gotten any frost in your area yet? Have you planted your fall bulbs? I got my color blends order in, and I haven't even had an opportunity to consider where I'm going to plant them all. I've got some ideas, but I just feel really far behind this fall. Let me know how you're doing. All right, we'll see you next time.